I don't know, guys. I spent 3 months in that hell. I don't know if I could ever go back to being normal. It's just the things I've seen and the things we had to do. I, I don't know if I could ever go back to being good, man. It's just, ooh, everybody has eccentric fanfic. I think we're back in business. Dear Ponyville, by 1/0. I think that's mathematically impossible. Chapter 1, only chapter. We were cleaning out a certain house on the outskirts of Ponyville when we came across a box. It was locked, so of course I got curious. It saw it was collections of papers, neatly folded and organized. It took me a while, but I realized they were letters. A lot of them were damaged, faded, or otherwise unreadable. But I was able to copy out the legible ones. None of them are dated, but I organized them according to how I found them in the box. I thought you might want to take a good look at them. Signed, Apple Blue. Hey everybody, how's our things at Ponyville? Awesome as usual, I bet. How's the weather? Is the new chief weather pony doing her job well? It's probably all good, so as long as Mayor did pick Derpy. Just kidding. I'm sure she did an alright job. As for me, being back at Cloudsdale's a bit weird after living in Ponyville for so long. I mean, the last time I came here was for the Young Flyers competition, and that was how many months ago? I haven't actually stayed here since, well, since I left for Ponyville. But still, it's pretty awesome being back in Pegasus' home territory. There's just something about Cloudsdale. The cloud buildings, the open sky, endless hum of weather factories, and of course, the Wonderbolts. I'm sorry I left so suddenly, but I couldn't pass up this opportunity. I mean, how often does a Pegasus get especially invited to join the Wonderbolts? Apparently Spitfire's been thinking about it for a long time. The tornado date just sealed the deal. When I got the letter, my mind kind of just blanked, and I was halfway here before I realized what was happening. So say goodbye first, though. You guys are my friends, and it wasn't right for me to do that to you. I promise I'll never do it again. Pinky promise, Ethan. My parents have been really supportive. I'm staying with them right now. They keep congratulating me whenever they see me. It's nice to have them so proud of me. Not that they ever haven't been. I am Rainbow Dash after all. Joining the Wonderbolts is on a whole new level, though, and they haven't stopped bugging me about it. I've actually retreated to my old home to get away from them. Writing letters are good excuse as any. Not that I've been avoiding writing to you guys or anything. I've just been really busy practicing and stuff. I'm only going to get busier. All the same, I'll always find time to write a page or two at some point. Don't even need to pinky promise on that one. Now, I don't want to cause you any trouble, but can I ask for a couple of favors, please? Say hi to the new weather pony for me. I trust the mayor's decisions, but could you make absolutely sure she has a chat with Applejack about optimum rainfall conditions for crop growth? It's easy enough to avoid a flood or a drought, but it's a lot harder to arrange a bumper crop. Applejack, this means you specifically have to hunt them down if she doesn't find you first. Also, my house is going to need looking after while I'm gone. Fluttershy, since you're the only Pegasus, I'm going to have to ask you to do a bit of house sitting for me. Nothing much, just collecting all the mail that'll show up until I change my address, making sure it doesn't float off over to Everfree Forest or something. Other than that, it should take care of itself. One last thing, all of you. Keep me in the loop. Part of me is always going to be a part of Ponyville, especially so long as all 5 of my friends live there. Don't ever forget about me, okay? Not that you ever do that. I'm pretty unforgettable after all. Just keep sending me letters about whatever's going on. Even if you think nothing's really going on. I want you to say so. Initiation's tomorrow, so I'll go wrap up now and get some sleep. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty nervous. But I know you guys support me no matter how far away we are. And I promise to make Ponyville proud. Keep on being awesome. Rainbow Dash. Oh my gosh, this is real. This is happening. I'm actually a Wonderbolt. I mean, I always knew it was gonna happen. But even when I got that letter, I guess a part of me suspected it was some kind of prank. Yeah, totally did suspect Pinky. But now I'm actually in the Wonderbolts training center, wearing the blue and gold jumpsuit, flying with Spitfire. It's so real. Part of me still doesn't believe that this is happening. Spitfire is so cool in person. I like to think I know a thing or two about coolness. And trust me, she's the coolest thing to grace this planet. Actually getting to fly with her is pretty much a dream come true. And she's really nice and cool, too. She's cool, but not cold. You know what I mean? Like, the coolest big sister ever. The best part was when she actually was kind of jealous because she's never pulled off a side green boom. Equestria's coolest flyer. Jealous of me? So cool. I'm missing how cool she is. Spitfire's pretty busy most of the time, though. So I've been learning a lot from Soren. He's been teaching me some things. Mostly formation flying, a couple of thrilling tricks. But man, does this guy have an appetite. I've only seen one pony eat more than him at a buffet. Take a guess who. So, yeah, I've been having a blast here. I'm staying with the Wonderbolts now. They have a whole tower all to themselves, right on the outskirts of town. You're at the top and the sky's clear. I swear you can see forever. I went down to Ponyville last night. Not that you could have noticed, but hey, it was worth the effort. So, anyway, the mayor picked Raindrops to be the new chief weather pony. Good choice. I would have probably picked her myself. She knows more about the weather than I do. Not nearly as awesome as a flyer, but still be able to manage things just fine. And about Fluttershy? Gotta admit, I left pretty darn hard at that. Did she really turn over the entire town looking for me? And that bit about to get free forest? On the one hand, I guess I'm sorry for causing so much trouble. On the other, my sides still hurt for laughing so hard. Don't worry, I'll come back to visit sometime. Maybe when I'm done training and I'm a true Wonderbolt. Gotta see how I look at this swimsuit. It's a visit of pure awesomeness. Then, I'll do a rain boom, just for you. Keep on being awesome, guys. Hey guys, sorry it's taking me so long to write again. Spitfire and Soren have been flying me into the ground lately. I finally got a day off and, well, I thought of you guys. Basically just trying to say I'm doing fine, and I hope you guys are too. You're only a day's flight away, but it feels a lot farther than that. Not sure why. I've got a question. How's Scootaloo? It's kind of embarrassing, but I just completely forgot about her. I'm really sorry about that. I never told anybody, but I actually owe her a lot. Yeah, I can see you laughing now, and I can't blame you. I always brushed her off like a crazy fangirl, which she basically is. But the thing is, she believed in me. I know you guys all believed in me too, but this was different. Scootaloo's always expected the best of me. And laying her down would be like kicking a puppy or something, and I couldn't do that. So I always tried my best for her. Gotta admit, I like the attention. So I'll send her a letter. Maybe with some Wonderbolt souvenir or something. Can I guys make sure she gets it? Now that that's off my chest, guess what? I'm gonna be in my very first show soon. Katie and Signing Armor's first anniversary is coming up. Of course I'm gonna be there. Royalty only gets the best, and the Sonic Rainbow is the best of the best. So as long as that Chains Thing Queen or whoever doesn't show up, it'll be the best party ever. Guess the rest of you will be going too, right? Can't wait to see you all then. We'll party Pinkie Pie style until the sun goes down. Keep going until it comes right back up again. Till then, keep being awesome. Yes. I'm sorry. What else am I supposed to say? I'm sorry, guys. I basically ruined everything. You know, I didn't mean to crash into the East Tower. I was just trying to pull off the most difficult move I ever tried. And hey, I never actually thought about what happens when I hit something at supersonic speeds. Seems I've never actually crashed before. In retrospect, trying to weave a rainbow tail in a corkscrew pattern around the tower was a terrible idea. Please don't hate me for running away. Everything else was completely my fault. But please don't hate me for flying off afterwards. I couldn't face you guys after that. I was just ready to disappear off the face of Equestria. Pretty much planned to. Fleetfoot and Rapid Fire caught up when we were halfway to Manhattan. I wanted to quit the Wonderbolts. They wouldn't let me. Long story short, they bugged a little sense of me. Screwing up doesn't mean giving up, as long as I don't give up. I even failed completely. I hit my limit while trying that move, so now I just gotta reach my limits. Sorry for what happened. I know it doesn't mean much, but it's the best I can give. I can't give up flying, not even gonna try. So the only thing I can do right now is train harder than ever, so I can use the reboot completely safely. I'm so sorry. Dash. Guess who? It's been a while since I wrote anything, but I'm still around. Bet you all thought I disappeared, didn't ya? I got the thermos of cider you said, AJ. I can't even begin to say thank you. All those years fighting with Pinkie Pie for a taste, I guess cider season is just kind of a part that means the home. It meant so much to me. I savored every drop of it. Well, after I drained half of it in one gulp. Is it fall already, though? I didn't even realize it. Inside in the sky, the days seem to melt into one another. We don't even really get seasons up here. So, the running of the leaves is going to happen soon? Hey, maybe since I'm gone this year, Applejack will actually have a chance of winning. I'm kidding. You won't actually have anybody to tie with you for first, is what I meant. Maybe I'll still up for the running, though. Actually, scratch that. I'm definitely coming home for that. It's been too long. I'll let Spitfire for a break from training. She'll understand. She's just cool like that. And if not, then I'll go anyway. Oh, almost forgot. I missed Spike's birthday, didn't I? Oh man, I'm so sorry. I hunted down a really good rare cloud gem. That's right, clouds, gems that grow in clouds. It should be attached to his lair. Give it to the little guy for me, okay? Also got the thirst clean, filled with some rainbow juice. Yeah, you can drink the stuff, if it's treated properly anyway. Send it around, okay, AJ? I'll see you all in a week. Keep being awesome till I get there. Dash. It's almost the end of winter, isn't it? Fall just zipped right by, and I swear I didn't even notice. Let me tell you, winter flying is a whole nother story. Hey, Flares, remember when we were in the pageant? The part of the story where we flew through a blizzard? I actually had to do that. High winds swept with me, and we did some long-distance flights through the mountains way in the north. By the end of the first day, I swear my feathers were iced together. But we bunked down in a cave for the night, lit a fire, and in the morning we were off again. That went on for a whole week, non-stop flying through the bold, chilly winds and snowstorms so thick you could barely see. To be honest, I'm not sure how I'm still alive. You guys are about to wrap up winter, aren't you? Make sure you listen to Twilight from the beginning this time, alright? Raindrop's taking my place leading the Pegasus team, I bet. Tell her this from me. Trust that Twilight knows what she's doing. The sooner she gets that, the better. As for me, I don't have to help wrap up winter anymore. But that doesn't mean I'm not busy. Since Fire's letting me do shows again, I have to give 120% just to keep up with that and the brutal training. But I'm not whining, of course. Half of the practice I do is stuff that I set for myself. The Wonderbolts aren't expecting any crazy moves out of me anymore, but that doesn't change what I expect myself. WonderCon's coming up in a couple of weeks at least, so I'll get at least something of a break. You guys should come down to Manhattan. Make sure I'll give a show worth watching. Like always, keep being awesome. Dash. Has it really been a year? I swear, the months flew by without me even noticing. So much has changed since the day I left. It keeps getting hard for me to keep track of everything. And, I don't know, but every letter makes it seem like we're further apart. I don't mean I'm homesick or anything. I'm Rainbow Dash! But I still kinda miss you guys. Maybe you could come visit sometime? But hey, let's talk about some of the good news. Scootaloo sent me a letter last week. She finally figured out how to fly. Probably all over the place by now, isn't she? I'm so proud of her. When I first met her, she was ready to give up, you know? Now she's the pluckiest filly I've ever met. Except for me, of course. And Sleepbell finally got her cutie mark. What was it again? A songbird, I think? Totally fits. Voice is one of the most awesome things I've ever heard. Tell her congrats for me. Oh yeah! Happy birthday, Pinkie Pie! I suppose by the time you get this, it'll have been 2 days ago. But may all your wishes come true. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for the party. But like I said before, I've got a lot of responsibilities now as a Wonderbolt. Speaking of which, Spitfire just gave me my own wing. Sounds so cool afterwards. Most Wonderbolts don't get assigned their own wing until their second year at least. Kinda weird because my wingmates are technically my seniors. But they're really supportive and the coolest team a girl could ask for. Weird, isn't it? It's like that one show never even happened. Now I'm a local celebrity. I'll always kind of saying I'm the best and all that. But it's weird having someone else say it too. They say I'm the greatest flyer of the century. Don't worry, I'm not letting it go to my head. Not while I'll still remember Mare well anyway. But it's still pretty darn cool. Last of all, happy birthday to you too, AJ. Because I know that's coming up and I might not get a letter on time. Keep being awesome, guys. Yes. I'm sorry, AJ. You shouldn't be getting this letter. I should be there, not here at Cloudsdale. Can't pretend I know what you're going through. Don't think any of us can. But I know we all love and respected Granny Smith. She was pretty much the coolest old lady ever. I remember the first time I came to Ponyville. You and I got on the wrong hoof, yeah. But I couldn't help like Granny Smith. It was right after the sap apple season, and she gave me the last jar because of my mane. Up until then, I felt like I was alone. Instead of giving me that jar, I might not have stayed. We might not have become friends. I'll know you do what's best, AJ. And I don't mean with the farm. You're a lot stronger than I am in a lot of ways. Save for Big Mac. You'll get through this, I know. Don't stop being you, AJ. Rainbow Dash. Hello, friends in Ponyville. I know it's been a while, but I hope you haven't forgotten about me. The fastest mayor in Equestria, still time for best friends ever. And yes, that title is now official. Ever since I accidentally pulled a Sonic Ray Boom during the Wonderbolts Derby, I've been unofficially banned from the race. But every pony knows I can outspeed all the rest of the Wonderbolts. Skulu was here last week with her parents on vacation. She paid me a visit and showed off her cutie mark. I thought it was a target of some sort. Then she explained to me that X was for extreme. I laughed at that. But she really does have some hardcore stunts that she can pull off, both in the air and on the ground. Can't wait to see where she goes. Thanks for the cider again, Applejack. This year's battle was delicious as always. I wonder if Appaloosa's makes cider does this good. You'll have to test that, if you really decide to buy the land there. And Rarity, your little line addresses for Pegasi is a hit here in Cloudsdale. I bet your boutique is just overloading with orders. Can't say I'm surprised though, since you're pretty much the most awesome insider in Equestria. Just be sure not to go crazy again. Remember our gala dresses? Speaking of which, the gala's coming up again. I know we've been avoiding it for the past year or two, but this year I'm pretty much obligated to attend. Actually, I've been pretty much obligated every year, but this year I've been specifically invited by popular demand. I know you guys could go if you wanted, but which why be Celestia's didn't. Could you? I want to see you all again. Would be really boring without you. Rarity could design our dresses, and we could all have fun together again. Happy birthday to Spike too. I hear it's getting really big now. Pretty soon he'll be the greatest dragon in all of Equestria. To all of you, keep on being awesome. Yes. Just want to say congrats to Big Macintosh on his marriage. Never would have picked him to fall for Charlie. I would. Especially since that one Hearts and Hoof Today incident. What's the word? Irony, I think's what I called it. There's a little wedding gift to test here. Make sure he gets it, will you, AJ? Nothing else is going on here at the moment. You know how it is. Endless parade of shows, exhibitions, and training. Tornado Day is coming up again. And this year they chose in Ponyville again. Soren was supposed to supervise it, but a little creative persuasion, I convinced him to let me go instead. Actually, I promised him I'd bring back one of your pies. Hope you don't mind me baking one. This is the last time I'll get to see Applejack before she moves out to Appaloosa, isn't it? We might not get the chance to get everyone back together again for a while. I'll admit, it makes me kind of sad to think about it. Let's make sure we have the best weekend ever. Just being awesome until I get there. Especially you, AJ. Guys, not much time to write this. Massive storm out over the western ocean. Need all wings to deal with it. Celestia says it's a magical anomaly. Might not get back this time next year, if I get back at all. What am I saying? I'm the fastest mayor in Equestria. The Wonderbolts is #1 flyer. Keep being awesome. Dash. Hey everybody! Finally got a breather to write something. Can't even tell you how much it helped just to hear from you. Sometimes, during the worst time, those letters were the only thing keeping me going. I knew I had you guys watching over me. This is kind of a secret, but the storm's controlled by an evil spirit, a bit like Wendigo. Only it brings massive monsoons rather than blizzards. It's a really powerful one, too. Far more powerful than it should be. Worse, the princesses can't help us. They wanted to. They told us when they sent us out. But something was going on at the same time. They couldn't tell us what, but they looked tired. I mean, really tired. Like they had been fighting something. Day and night for the entire month. So we had to deal with the storm spirit ourselves. Just the Wonderbolts, with a bit of help for the locals. I'm scared, guys. Really scared. You probably can't imagine me scared, but I'm shivering right now while I write this. I accidentally pushed through to the center once, and I saw it. It's this giant black stallion made out of thunderheads. There's lightning all around it, just crackling. It hates us. It hates us so much. I could see in its eyes that it wanted to kill me. I ran like a scared little filly. And if it was here right now, I'd probably run again. Oh, I don't know what's going on. But I think we should get the elements of harmony together. We're barely managing this thing as is. If there's something bigger going on. Can one of you contact Applejack? We need to have every pony together in Ponyville, in case something big happens. I hear them. The bells. That means he's back. Only half of us are left now to deal with him. I keep telling myself we'll be fine. But I just don't know. Whatever happens, don't stop being awesome. I don't know how to start this letter. There's too much for me to say. Too much sure I had how to say. Alright, let's be blunt about it. I gotta get this over with. Spitfire's dead. There, it's on paper. Doesn't help though. I keep looking at it and laughing. Spitfire can't be dead. How could Spitfire be dead? It's just impossible. No matter how many times I say it, a part of me says it's not true. Celestia, help me, I'm tired. On the plus side, the whatever it is dead too. What did you call it, Twilight? An avatar of storms or something? Anyway, it's gone. And it better stay down. You have no idea how many we lost here. We have 3 fight-capable Pegasi here. 3! Half the women won't even get to fly again. And the wounded make up less than half of who we came out here with. Stupid tears. I can't write with the paper swimming in front of me. Calm down a bit. I think I can get the full story out now. Maybe it'll help? It's not like I don't have time. So we knew that the storm was being caused by something evil. There wasn't a heck of a lot we could do about it, though. Basically, we were hoping we could hold out long enough that the princesses would be able to finish whatever business they were dealing with and come help us. We should have given up earlier. How many would have survived, do you think? Maybe we could have launched an assault with all of us? Set down the storm beast before he could cause much more damage? Or maybe we would have just all died at once. Sorry. I can't stay focused. Too tired to write this. Who else is going to? Anyway, we picked this off pretty quickly. Lightning strikes, whirlwind gales, tidal waves that picked off any low fires. Have any idea what burning feathers smell like? You don't want to. Weekend, and half of us were dead or grounded. 2 weeks, and there were only 4 of us left. Me, Spitfire, Soren, and High Winds. I can't even describe how hard it was to have that last meeting. Just us 4, trying to decide what to do. Yeah, we all knew what would have to be done, but I don't think any of us actually wanted to make the call. I ended up being the one to say it out loud. One last flight, right into the eye of the storm. Put 2 hoes right in the face of that Celestia damned monster. It was suicide. Nobody said it, but it was suicide. What else were we supposed to do? So that was it. We got our gear and got into formation on the cliff. I could still see that grin Spitfire gave us just before we took off. It always got to me how we could look so confident no matter what had happened. We were about to fly right into the jaws of death itself. She still looks like she was going to do some routine stunts. Is he really not feel that way? Or was he just trying to make us more confident? Now I guess I'll never know. Damn. I'm crying again. I don't suppose you've ever flown before. So I don't think I could probably explain what it was like trying to break through the storm. Don't think I have a word for it. Don't even know if the language has a word I could use. If it doesn't, then it sure doesn't have a word for what came after. Because what came after was worse. I don't think I've ever properly fired another pony before. Or anything for that matter. Sure, there was that one dragon I ticked off. But that wasn't a fight, was it? For all my talk, I don't think I've ever actually hit another creature. Now, though, I know what fighting's like, and I don't like it. We tried so hard, but in the end, we were worthless. He ran right over us. We tried to get it close, but he slid us aside with hurricane force winds. We tried to sneak up from behind. He scared us off with lightning bolts. Could have turned us to smoking asses any time. But he played with us. That's what it was. Playing. We were toys. He pushed all the way over land. Most of the fields was leveled. Just like that, gone. Like sleeping away in an anthill. Then he got bored. High winds hurled off into another part of the storm. Sora's wings got clipped and he went down. Spitfire watched him fall. Then he turned to me and said something. Never heard it because of the wind. But I think he realized that too. Because he stopped trying and smiled encouragingly at me. How could she do that? How could she smile when we were all about to die? I don't think I'll ever be able to think of lightning the same way again. I can still smell it, you know. The feathers, burning. I used to play with storm clouds, scaring people nightmare night. Not anymore. Not after that. Next thing I knew, I was floating. For some reason, instead of killing me outright, the creature decided to fling me up into the atmosphere. I was so far above the storm that it was getting hard to breathe. It was cold, too. I thought my body would freeze. Then I tumbled right back down, showering the ground. Then I turned. You know what I saw? I saw Equestria. And it's beautiful. I know there are no words to describe this, because no matter how many words I used, I would never be able to describe the entire world. It's the one good image that I have for the entire thing. The one glimpse of everything at once is still burnt into my mind. It's too beautiful to let it go to waste. Take my word for it. No matter how much I hate fighting, I'll keep at it so long as I'm protecting Equestria. It hurt and it hurt, but I stretched my wings. Flying for a bit and dove. I was going at least as speed as a rainbow before I hit him. And I hit him and kept going, straight into the ground. There was a flash of light and an explosion. High winds woke me up. That was 3 hours ago. I should probably be asleep by right now, but I just can't. There's too much going on in my head. At least there was. I feel better now, actually. Or calmer, at least. I haven't stopped crying yet, but at least I'm not a sobbing wreck anymore. I haven't broken anything else, so that's probably good. Wish I could tell you all this in person. There's a lot of cleanup left to do here. On top of that, I got a really bad feeling about all this. Applejack sent me a letter the other day about these weird earthquakes out east. Then there are the blizzards and avalanches up north, and volcanoes in the south. If I'm right, something big's going on. Bigger than we can handle alone. I hope you guys are taking precautions. I don't want to see anything happen to you. So long as possible, I'm going to take the train down to Ponyville. Then we'll be able to face this together. For now, though, I'm going to sleep. Maybe when I wake up, this will be a dream. You are my king. This is real. It's more real than we could ever imagine. Don't stop being awesome. Don't know how I keep going, in fact you did. Dash. Hi guys. I've written this letter just in case something happens. For example, me being dead. If I'm not dead, then you can toss it, burn it, do whatever you want with it. If I am, though, there are a couple of things I want to say. First, I want to say I'm not dead scared right now. This Dale's guy is beyond anything we've ever encountered. I'm hoping you're reading this, that he's been taken care of. And not that at least we tried. Either way, he scares me like nothing else. Second, if he's corrupted me the way he's corrupted all those other ponies, then we'll do whatever it takes to stop me. When he pulled out on Luna, he created Nightmare Moon. I can't stand the idea of ending up like that. I don't want to hurt innocent ponies, so please, take care of me in whatever way you can. Third and last, I want you to know how much you mean to me. I wish I could see you in person, but let's be honest, I won't be able to. I'll probably swagger around and pretend like everything's gonna be alright. Truth is, I'm scared flightless of seeing anything happen to you. I love each and every one of you. I know I really mean it, because I hate mushy stuff like that, so I wouldn't be saying it otherwise. You're all my very best friends. The best friends I could ever ask for. I could probably go on and on, but I'd never be able to say everything. So I had to say 2 simple words. Thank you. Keep being awesome. If I'm not around, then somebody's gonna have to make up the difference. Your friend forever, Rainbow Dash. It's cold. My teeth are chattering so hard I can barely even write. How does the Griffins even live up here? Things are going well. They It does as hard as we were. I'm more happy to cooperate. Isn't it funny? A year ago, I would be laughed right out of you for suggesting this kind of alliance. I never really understood that whole silver lining business. Because by experience, clouds don't have them. Now I'm starting to understand. I talked to Gills today, as he said it's only natural for two species to bond together against a common enemy. When I know that there's no enemy anymore, so he said and shrugged, and said that tragedy tends to be good and decent people. There's a lot more alike than they think. We visited the graves after that. I don't have the number, but it's easy to tell they lost a larger chunk of their population than we did. Gilda seems to be handling her loss as well, at least. Griffins are tough, so let's turn her grief into working energy. So will the rest of her people. Anyway, the High Talents are considering a proposal for a United Nation. It's pretty obvious they'll accept, but they're going to make a big show of it anyway. We'll see when. But there's not much I can do about it. It's nice to be able to hang with Gilda again, though. Last time we saw each other, we weren't exactly on good terms. You should see her, especially you, Pinkie Pie. She's changed a lot since then. Instead of pushing people around, she's helping them off the ground. She says I've changed a lot, too. I don't know what she's getting at. I'm the same Rainbow Dash as ever. Still awesome. Still Equestria's #1 flyer. Until the final decision's made. I'm pretty much stuck here. I'll keep you guys informed as things happen. Stay awesome. Dash. Do you guys get nightmares? Or, well, I mean, everyone gets nightmares. But I'm specifically talking about, well, you know. Every night I wake up cold, and not just because it's freezing up here. I don't think I've had a good night's sleep since it's happened. It's like he's still in my head, and he comes back out when I'm sleeping. The Nameless. We called him that because we couldn't think of anything to name him. Or maybe we're just afraid of what his real name turned out to be. The dark being from the outside who turned Luna into Nightmare Moon. Something that even the princesses could fight alone. Something that could get in the heart of any pony and twist it. Sometimes I think maybe we didn't actually banish him. Maybe he never left at all. Maybe he's just hiding, buried inside all of us, waiting for one pony with enough magic to let him out. Maybe he still is. I keep seeing Ponyville. Not Ponyville as it should be, but Ponyville the way we left it. I still can't understand what happened. What would drive a pony to hurt another pony? It had always been peaceful at Ponyville. Then he came and reminded them how to kill each other. Do you think we could have avoided it? I mean, if Applejack had gotten to Ponyville faster, or she never left, maybe we could have defeated him before he could do any harm. There's no point in thinking about it, though. It's done. All we can do now is pick up the pieces, huh? The High Talents are going to announce their decision tomorrow. Scratch that. Today, I can see the sun starting to come up. Gilda's already told me, of course, but I'm still excited. For once, we'll be allies with the Griffins. Doesn't help with the nightmares, but it makes me feel better knowing that, despite everything, we're still alive, and we're going to put ourselves back together, stronger than ever. It's a new game, guys, for all of Equestria, and that's pretty awesome. Yes.
Guys, are we sure this isn't a prelude to Fallout Equestria?
Happy Heartwarming Eve! Where does the time go? It seems only yesterday we were putting the last touches on the new town hall. Now it's been over a year. Just got back to Manhattan. The Wonderbolt branch we started there is slowly testing its wings. If this works, I'm going to start branches all over Equestria. We need those to Twilight's magic schools. We should be able to prepare ourselves for any disaster that rears its ugly head. Next time anything like that happens, we'll be ready. I visited Spike the other day. I'm slowly getting used to the new place. Says he still misses the library, but he's so big at this point, I don't think he fit inside. Dragons start to grow up fast, huh? I left him some gems, but I think he's going to need more soon. Oh, speaking of gems, Verity, take my advice. Stop fretting and get your tail over to Manhattan. You always read about working here, right? Just so go. I know Hoity Toity showed up when we opened up the new branch. The only thing he would talk about would be you and your absolutely fabulous dresses. He says he wants you here, and if you work for him, your career could take off right into the clouds. So stop fooling around. You'll never know when you get another chance like this one. See you soon, Rary. And if you decide to turn it down, I'll see you all at the wrap-up. I managed to get myself some time off. We can all welcome spring together, just like we used to. Remember, I'm only as awesome as the rest of you are. Yes. Greetings from Appaloosa! Now that the Manhattan branch can run itself, I decided the location for the next branch to be out here. There was quite a bit of fuss about it at first. Earth Pony and all that. But I explained the Wonderbolts would be here just to deal with natural disasters, and eventually they came around. Applejack's been a great help. So is Brightbird. I swear I wouldn't be able to do this without them. She kind of basically runs this town now, so that helps. We've been spending a lot of time together between work. It's been so long since we actually talked face to face. I think the last time we actually saw each other was during the Nameless incident. We were pretty preoccupied during the time. She's kind of thinking of buying up the Cherry Ranch at Dodge Junction, leaving Braybird to deal with Appaloosa. She still keeps the rights though, just like with the Apple Farm. Speaking of the old ranch, how's Big Mac doing? AJ tells me he's got a kid now. Showed me some photos. Appleseed definitely takes after his father. I have no idea how Tara can juggle teaching and looking after him. Bet you she has Pinkie Pie babysitting for her. How are you doing anyway, Pinkie? Pulled any good pranks lately? Must be lonely in Sugar Cube Corner, now that Pumpkin's gone off to study magic at Caroline, and Pal's gone to Cloudsdale to get some real flying training. And the K's looking at retirement. It looks like soon you'll have the place all to yourself. Don't worry, I'll pay you a visit. We'll get into all sorts of trouble, just like the old days. By the way, I saw the Apple Blue's paintings. Applejack's got them hanging up in her house here. Nonetheless, it's sheer awesome. She'll be a real master in no time flat. Tell her I said she's awesome and she should keep being awesome. Same thing for the rest of you. Keep being awesome. Yes. Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy. It's been a while, hasn't it? But it still feels like Skilloo's initiation was just yesterday. Probably the best young flyer I've seen since, well, myself. She's grown up into something awesome. All the cults are after her. And I mean all of them. And she can pull a stunts even I can't manage. Still isn't as fast as me. I'm the only mare capable of pulling out the ring boom. Thank you very much. I think her star will rise as fast as mine. Good thing, too. Soren retired earlier this week. I tried to talk him out of it, but he's been feeling kind of out of place ever since his wing got hit during that fight with the Storm Beast. Don't know he'll be able to hold out as long as he did, not being able to fly properly. He's been a great help, though, and I'll miss him. He had a massive ceremony, the full works. I tried to keep my cool, but there were tears. It's strange that I've never been to a Wonderbolts retirement before. I guess it's because so many of the older members died back then. Out of everything he taught me, it's probably appropriate that this is the last. When a Wonderbolt leaves, it's tradition for him or her to fly away, alone, into the sunset. That way, you'll always be flying in your wingmate's memories. I was crying so hard I could barely see. Last thing he said to me was that Spitfire would be proud with what I'd done. Truth is, I couldn't have done anything without him. I've been Chief Wonderbolt for some time now. I always had Soren to lean on. Without him, I crashed a long time ago. It's going to be awkward for a while without him. But I know I got his support even if he's not there. Same goes for you guys. I know I've got your support. In Twilights, in Applejacks, in Rarities. Even if you aren't here. It's nice to know you got my back. Always remember that you guys are the most awesome friends a mayor could ever ask for. Yes. Guys, do you think we're doing the right thing? I'm glad we're all getting together again. But the reason why is eating at me. Twilight's gone over in detail, and her arguments are as perfect as you'd expect from her. In hindsight, we probably should have done something like this a lot earlier. You know what I mean. A new generation of bearers is the right thing to do. I know that. That's why I keep telling myself. There's something in the back of my mind telling me it's a bad idea. They're so young. Okay, now that I've written that, I know how stupid it sounds. They're not young anymore. In fact, they're about as old as we were during the Nightmare Moon incident. Seems so long ago, doesn't it? But at the same time, it feels like it was just yesterday. Anyway, we did an alright job of it. It's not like you can screw up any harder than we have already. So why is there this little voice in the back of my head telling me to stop it? It's not like we're going to stop being friends or anything. Where did that come from? I think that might be it. I'm worried about our friendship. I know, I'm being false. Says that the elements are our only link at this point, with us being spread out all over Equestria. As much as I like to try to think otherwise, there's this little voice that says we'll stop being friends. I know that's never going to happen, but can you blame a mayor for worrying? Just have to buck up and deal with it until I see you guys. I think there's this little reminder of how strong our friendship is. Ha! There's Scootaloo outside my office right now. Might as well pass on the news to now. 10-bit says he'll be so shocked you won't be able to say a thing. You both owe me 10 bits now. Yes. Hey there, Fluttershy. Pinkie Pie dropped by. Do you say goodbye? Always heard your mouth if she managed to stay still in one place. And now I know why. With the elements passed on and all of us apart, she really doesn't have any reason to remain in Ponyville. Typical Pinkie Pie, isn't it? Hopping around Equestria at random is her style. Gotta pity the foreign farmer who's going to get a surprise Pinkie Pie party when he wakes up tomorrow. Let's face it, he probably needs it. Really, Pinkie's just doing her job, going around making people smile. There's so many ponies in Equestria who could use the help. Trust me, I know. I think it's awesome she's still trying to be there for all of them. Still, I can't help but feel sad. I know I'll see her again. But Ponyville just won't be the same without her, will it? We played one last prank before she left. It involved at least 30 gallons of rainbow extract, a mile of duct tape, 30 large pink frosted cake, 10 party cans, and Spike. I'll let you figure out the details. I'll miss her. I wish I could go with her, but I got the Wonderbolts to look after. And now we got 20 branches all over Equestria. Can't risk being away for a second. I miss all of you, to be honest. I hung up the painting Apple Bloom made at the last gala in my office. It's kind of strange, but makes me feel better all the time, weirdly sad. You still remember our first gala? How we messed everything up so badly they were talking about it for a year after? How we ended up just going to Pony Joe's to hang out with Spike? Oddly, I've been thinking about that a lot lately. I'll go and make an excuse to visit the Pony Friends soon. We've got to get together, Kid Flares. I'll even go to that spa with you, just so we can have some quiet time. It'll be awesome. Yes. What's up, Fluttershy? Can you believe how big Spike's gotten? It's even bigger than that dragon from all those years ago. Remember, the one that was blowing out all that smoke? Spike's a lot more polite, of course, but I can't help but feel tiny behind him. I'm sure you heard already, but Pound Cake won this year's Best Young Flyers competition. It's like some kind of prodigy. But not as much as me, of course. Kidding. I presented him with the medal, and was stuck at how big he's gotten. Just like Spike, he's grown up so fast. Finally sent me a letter saying pretty much the same thing about Pumpkin. Apparently Pinky's babysitting gave them some kind of genius bonus. A while ago, I visited the Manhattan Prince and stayed with Rarity and Sweet Belle. She got this big place now, just on the outskirts of town. A 3-floor manor surrounded literally by acres of land. When she took over Hoity-Toity's business, she really started raking in the cash. You should see some of her new dresses. Never been into fashion, but some of them make me seriously want to reconsider. Still, I'll stick to my Wonderbolts uniform. Sweet Belle, on the other hand, has pretty much reached the point where her singing can't get any more awesome. She goes on stage in one of Carolot's gowns, and for half an hour she owns the audience. She was only there temporarily, though. Had to go back to Carolot to stay near Scoots, Applebloom, and the other three. That's why we chose them, right? And guess who else was there? Our good friend, the great and powerful Trixie! Don't know how she does the R's, though. She's given up trying to manipulate ponies, though. Now she's dedicating herself to the stage. Puts on a pretty good show, though. Actually, I talked to her afterwards. You know what? Got along pretty well. Has she changed or have I changed? I think it's a bit of both. Militarily, I think she'll make a great mayor. Although, I gotta wonder who'll be running the schoolhouse. Unless he doesn't have to worry about Appleseed anymore. From what AJ's written me, he's definitely taken after Big Mac. Probably strong enough to take a carrot to the face without blinking. I'm visiting the Carolot branch next. There's something important I had to discuss with Scootaloo. I'm hoping to see Twilight there, too. Maybe she'll spare a moment from her duties as court magician and head of magical education. At least I hope so. Once we can all get together again. That would be the most awesome thing of all. Yes. You know, I thought that once I handed the leadership of Wonderbolts over to Scootaloo, I'll be able to rest a bit. Apparently not. Main headquarters has been moved to Caroline, but I still have to look after the Cloudsdale branch. Now I got all these journalists bugging me for interviews, statements, and write-ups, and apparently I'm the busy excuse which doesn't work anymore now that I'm only branch head. Bit of happier news, a pink balloon flew in the office earlier. I didn't even realize it was my birthday until it told me. And Pinky's trademark curly writing, "Happy Xth birthday," it said. Do you think Pinky's forgotten how old I am? Anyway, I'm just glad now she's in the area. Hopefully I get to see her. We could do some catching up. So, basically, I've been busy as usual. Sometimes I feel like I've been busy my entire life. What about you, Fluttershy? Is it nice, being able to live in peace and quiet? Are you happy? Someday I might try living the way you do, just to see what it's like. Minus all the animals, of course. To this day, I think Angel still doesn't like me. Nevertheless, I don't think I'll ever be able to settle down. I'm just too awesome like that. Not that you're awesome. You're awesome in your own way. Never stop being your own special kind of awesome. Fluttershy, I'm sorry to hear about Angel. He led a good long life and died a very fat little bunny. I know you're probably crying about it, just like when Hummingway passed away. But it's gonna happen someday, and we all knew it. We're getting old, Fluttershy. We have been for a long time now. I don't think I ever wanted to admit it, but now I have to. How long has it been? How many years since that first day I packed up and left without even saying goodbye? I lost count, but at the same time I can still feel all of them, weighing down on me. I can't make up my mind whether or not it was the right decision. I don't think I'll ever know for sure. It was just meant to happen. We've all accomplished so much. Twilight became the greatest sorcerer ever to exist. Rarity achieved her dream of becoming an internationally renowned designer. Applejack took her family business and expanded it all over Equestria. Pinky, wherever she is, I know she's having fun. I rebuilt the Wonderbolts from the ground up into an aerial disaster response force. And you, Fluttershy, you managed to keep being yourself even after all these years. But now we're old mares. I woke up this morning and realized there's gray in my mane. Rainbow Dash or gray in her mane. I didn't want to believe it. But there it was, in my mane and in my tail. Strange how it took me this long to realize it. I know that when I first left, I promised to never leave again without giving you guys a proper goodbye. But there's a reason why this letter couldn't come and test the tank. And I'm sorry for that. See, there's a lot of unexplored land down south. The princess has decided to send an expedition down that way. Maybe colonize some unattained land. I volunteered to lead the flight of Pegasi. We're leaving tonight, actually. I'm sure you're asking why right now. To be honest, I don't even know. One part of me says that I just want to explore. Another says I want to be just like Daring Do. Another says quietly I just don't want to admit how old I am. Then there's a little voice that says I'm hoping I'll meet Pinkie Pie down there. Maybe it's all for it, then some. It's not like I have any real reason for staying here. The Wonderbolts are in good hands with Scootaloo. Poundcake is ready to take over the Cloudsdale branch. There's no reason for me to stay here, slowing them down. And I am slowing them down. I can still Rainbow, but I can't do it 5 times in a row anymore. It's only a matter of time. They say it's dangerous. Probably is, but I'm Rainbow Dash. I'm the mare who flew into Ice Fangs alone and came out alive. I'm the mare who faced down a horde of berserk dragons and survived. I'm the only Pegasus in the world who can perform the Sonic Rainboom, and I'm still the fastest mare alive. Let's put it this way. I spent my entire life flying. First I flew because I loved it. Then I flew for the Wonderbolts. Then I flew all around Equestria running the new Wonderbolts. I don't think I'd feel right if I spent the rest of it sitting around doing nothing. So I'm going and nothing can stop me. It's almost sunset. I gotta wrap this up soon so I can send it before we leave. Not sure what else to say. I guess I'll send this right here. Goodbye, Fluttershy. Here's hoping we see each other again sometime in the future. Actually, no, one last thing. I want you to remember one thing, Fluttershy. No matter what happens, no matter what anyone tells you, no matter how many years go by, I want you to remember one simple thing. Keep on being awesome. Dash. Oh, I needed this. After sitting through 3 months of that whole One Piece fic,
debacle. It's nice to get a fic that's just all about the character talking about history. I like this type of story because it gives us small little vignettes into the character's life. And it helps us try and figure out what's been going on and helps us explore the future. I had to laugh that the show showed that Rainbow Dash was going to be able to stick around Ponyville for whatever time, even though he was a Wonderbolt. Because, I don't want to pretend that Rainbow Dash wouldn't be able to do it, because that's who she is. Of course she would be able to figure out a way. It's kind of easy when you think about it. Just because you achieve a goal in life doesn't mean you have to separate. I also love how it showed Rainbow Dash was still being a character no matter how many years passed. It made me think about what will happen when the show goes to G5. I kind of want it to be a next generation type of thing. Blank many years into the future, the other main sixes have all disappeared except for Twilight. And there's some sort of new evil that's present. So a new team of main six grabs the elements of harmony. Each one a descendant of the originals, and they go save the day. Then they're stuck trying to live up to the destinies and the heroism of their families. I would love to see if they could do that. I would also love to see if them do a story arc where they are all separated and come back in the last episode to unleash the rainbow power to really realize the best lesson. No matter how far they away, they'll always find a way to come back together. Who's that one down? Several more to go. What's next, you may ask? My name is a surprise. And I have a confession I want to make to all of you.